Hello, hello, hello. We are back. We are back indeed. Thank you. Thank you. We are back. Oh my God. I know. I have received your messages. I am sorry. I had to take some time off. Um, Unfortunately, 2024 took a toll on my health. Everything from I started losing my voice. Um, I had to cancel scares. That was like the most intense because I had to. I didn't know. I didn't know if I had cancer or not, and I freaked out. And thankfully, God is so good. Everything came back negative, so that was good. However, there was like one thing after the other, and then by October, after our last episode last year, um I had to take a break. I had to take a break because my health definitely took a turn, and I needed to take care of myself. So it took me up to February of 2025 to actually say Happy New Year. Welcome back to Be Fearless podcast. And to say that Mongolia to pick up the podcast, Switzerland picked up the podcast. Let me see which other one. Um, Hold on one second. Let me see one more. One more. I know I saw another one there. I kind of like, let me see. Canada picked up the podcast. Netherlands picked up the podcast since our last since the year started, basically. So thank you so much. I want to give you a shout out to the audience in those countries. Thank you so much for supporting Be Fearless podcast, and for continue to listening to our content. If there's any topic that you want me to go over in the podcast, make sure that you put it on the comment section, and I can definitely do my best to find an expert on the matter, or go over the topic myself, or have a panel. We can have a panel of fabulous entrepreneurs, fearless entrepreneurs, and discuss the topic. So having that said, I want to say uh, that during that time that I was off, that I took off, I was thinking what I'm gonna do for Be Fearless podcast for my audience in 2025. That was different from what I we have already been doing. Um, and then I was like, you know what? I've been sharing 135 episodes of successful entrepreneurs, of hearing their stories, how they got inspired, how they went through their process, getting tips in recommendations on how to become fearless from each one of them. And I was like, something that I have not done just yet is to share more of what I've been doing. So, from this point forward, there are going to be three things that I'm going to be sharing in this podcast in this season 5. Oh my God, season 5. I can't believe it. It's being like, it's surreal. So, there are three things. Number one, I'm going to be talking more about my real estate business. During my personal time, I do engage in real estate. I am licensed in the state of Virginia. So if you have any questions about the real estate market in Virginia, if you need any help with the real estate market in Virginia, just let me know. Reach out to me. I can definitely either take care of you or find you a real estate agent in the area that you're moving into. Um, and definitely find somebody that can help you. So feel free to reach out. I am going to be doing more of these episodes from this point forward. So real estate is going to be a topic that will expect to see more, or listen or hear more in this Be Fearless podcast. Okay, so that's one. Number two has to be with my authorship, with my writing. So I became a first time bestseller author back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. 2022. Um, well, 2021. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, 2021. 2021. So in 2021, August of 2021, I wrote my first book, Dauntless, Creating Your Blueprint for Success, and it became a bestseller. And that was so empowering. It was it was definitely a unforgettable experience. The whole thing. But I'm grateful. That I did it. This was something that at some point in my life I thought, oh, maybe I should do. Um, but I never placed that intention in there. So what did I do? I just placed it in the wish list of the things that I wish I do during my lifetime. And finally it came through in 2021. And since then, there's been Dauntless, there's been two journals and two planners, and my recent baby authorship, creating, no, authorship, the art of writing books, self-publishing, and marketing on a budget. That is that book I just walk you through, the whole writing process, and takes you from writing all the way to publishing and marketing. So this one is going to be a year old in March. So in a few weeks, it's going to be a 1 year old baby. So if you want to pick any of my books, feel free to pick them up in Amazon. They're all available in Amazon now. Related to this, to authorship, I'm going to be releasing some in-person workshops. In these workshops, what that basically I'm going to be doing is just helping you draft your idea for your book, finding that news, that inspiration to help you get started with your writing. So that I will be promoting very soon. It's in the works. I am just working the few last details. And number three, this is something that a lot of people have asked me because back in 2022, I created and released a course that is called The Basics of Podcasting. And in that course, I taught people how to create a podcast, right? How to niche down, brand everything, their podcast, and kind of like walk them through the whole process of just creating a podcast and go on with it. So that I will be also providing some workshops, and I'm going to be releasing the full course as well. After I review, I need to review and kind of update a few things. And once I do that, I expect to release that on summer, at the beginning of summer of 2025. So once I do that, you'll see it also in every platform. I will be letting you know when all that is coming. So, but I just wanted, kind of like to shake up this start of this season 5 and 2025. We definitely can agree that the year started with all sort of things, from from protest, from everything that you can imagine, all the things that are going with the government, everything is. I mean, it's been definitely an interesting year in everything, in the political arena, all the way to economy, everything. It's, it's being interesting. That's all. I'm gonna leave it in there because it's been something. I mean, There were a few things that were not on my bingo card. That's for sure. um, Now, having that said, I know that we all start the year with goals, and we do our vision board, put our intentions out there, and start working on what we want and we don't. And most of the time, we just stop. Third week of January, most people, they stop. They stop. They don't pursue their dreams. They get frustrated. They get tired. Um, they get sick. They whatever happened. This is just like there's something that make them stop. And unfortunately, when that happened, when we can't become into a halt, it can definitely be frustrating. It could be depressing. It could create anxiety. It could trigger many things. But I think that the main point that I want to leave you today with this message is that you have to go back, right? We have to come back. We have to come back and do the things that we love. And we have to come back and continue moving because guess what? Nobody is going to work for your dreams. Nobody. If you stop today and don't pursue your dreams or goals, whatever it is that you want, guess what? Somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else is going to see the opportunity and they're going to go for it. And what could have been your new job, your new entrepreneurship, your new relationship never happened because you didn't go for it. You stay inert in a place of fear or comfort and didn't explore the what if I do this, what if I move forward, what if I ignore the noise and the negativity of other people and keep moving, keep going for my dreams, what if I just be me, what if I do me, do my dreams, what if I work for me. We get too attached also with, and I'll say this, we get attached for what we have right now. And let me be honest, nothing in this world is actually granted or secure, right? Not even life is secure. You don't know if you're going to die tomorrow. So we take our jobs for, yeah, I'm going to be lasting in this job with everything that is going right now in the government. What if that stops tomorrow? What is your plan B? And let me tell you, there's tons of opportunities, especially here in Virginia, because Virginia became or is the number one worldwide center for data centers. So there's tons of great things happening in the private sector regarding to data centers and all the impact, economical impact that brings with its implementation. It's amazing. So a lot of people is being like frantic and is desperate, and I completely understand the feeling, but we have to also think that what we may think is permanent or will last until we say enough, it's time for me to go. Maybe that's not God's purpose. Maybe we have to move and evolve into other things. And every change will bring its challenges, right? Because change is not easy, and not everybody see change as a positive thing. I always have tried to keep my mind in my thoughts focused that change is good and that seek every opportunity of change with the open heart and with the open mind that it will bring positive things for me despite of what it is, so I want to ask you, number one, do you have a plan B? Number two, are you still focused on your goals? What are you doing to reach your goals? Are you stepping out of that comfort or fear zone where you actually been stuck for the last 20 years? What are you doing to become fearless? What are you doing to become fearless? That's what I want you to think about for now until we come back on the next episode. Okay? So I want you to think about that. What are you doing to step out of that comfort zone, of that fear zone? What are you doing today to reach out to your dreams, to make things come true? Are you closer to a specific goal that you've been working for the last couple of years? But there's something that still misses you. You're close to it. You can touch it. You can smell it. You can smell success. Yet, there's something holding you. Why? How? Come on. What are you doing? I think it's time for you to reevaluate how you started the year or in what place of the journey you are. What are the things that are missing for you to actually achieve that goal that you've been working so hard for? And think outside the box about the things that you could change or you could improve in order to make your dreams come true. So I'm just going to leave you with that. And until the next one, don't forget to unlock your potential